Shalom, shalom. I want to give all praise to the one true power, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahawashi, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Yahweh is the most high God, and Yahawashi is who the world innately calls Jesus Christ. The Rakakwadash is the Holy Spirit of Paleo Hebrew. Double honors to the elder apostles, the elder bishops, the elder prophets who rule well in the Spirit, teaching the Lord's word 100% to the best of their ability, Lord willing, let me continue to endure and be sincere. A mighty shalom to the hopeful elect that are scattered four corners of the earth, teaching His word and believing His word. Lord willing, you can continue in the same spirit to endure and to be sincere. And shalom to the Akwatim that are believers of His word. Lord willing, you can continue to pursue your lot, which is being a loving and silent and virtuous wife. Lord willing, most have mercy on the other brothers and sisters that's not for the faith. Every video, most likely that I do is towards the elect, because only the elect is going to cleave to the ministry of Yahawashi Shai. Only the elect is going to pursue to be worthy in the eye of Yahawashi Shai. Only the elect is going to pursue to understand 100% of the word of Yahweh Shem Shai. Because if Yahweh Shai is the word, if he comes in a whole volume of the book, that means the whole volume of the book is 100% correct. It just need uh, the men of the Lord to give the sense to it, right? And to be honest, we all need to be guided um, in this walk, right? Because the Lord put people in their selective position, right? And when we come in this truth, we're standing on other men's labors, other men's lots, right? First, starting with the word getting put into scriptures, other men's lots to fulfill the lot of the elect on this side, right? Because those men of the Lord are going to be standing bold and they're going to be giving more of a plain sense of these prophecies, which couldn't be plain at that time, right? Because nobody would know of of the of like certain things like missiles or the timing of the children of Israel being crowned, because you had the men of the Lord back then that thought the kingdom was coming at their time. Well, that kingdom is coming in this time. Lord willing, we of that number. And I was meditating on Revelation 20 the whole time I've been at work, the seventh chapter, but instead I'm going to deal with something that can encourage the elect, right? So this is Revelation, the 20th chapter, verse 4 and 5. It says, "And I saw thrones, and they sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahawashi, and for the word of the Most High, which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither had received his mark upon their foreheads or in their hands, and they lived and reigned with the Mashiach Yahawashi 1,000 years." Now, some people be thinking this already happened, and that shows that you don't have the understanding, or the Lord didn't allow you to be guided by the prophets, by the men of the Lord, just like Philip guided the eunuch in Acts, the 8th chapter. Go read it, starting at verse 26. So, when it talks about this mark, you go all the way back to Revelation, the 13th chapter, verse 16, all the way to 18, right? That stigma, that mark is a charagma, it's a physical mark to insert, right? So if they didn't take this mark that we're reading in Revelation the 20th chapter, this is talking about this time, in this time, right? Right? Because the reign of Hamashiach Yahawashi did not even happen yet. So at the end of the verse, it says, reign with a Mashiach 1,000 years. I'm gonna get to a precept real quick. Verse 5, it says, but the rest of the dead live not again until the 1,000 years were finished. This is the first resurrection, right? Because the elect on this side is going to get saved, and the 2/3 will be destroyed. In between that 1,000 mark period, you got to think after the 1,000 mark period, the children will is going to be, the men and the women are going to be fruitful, and we're going to multiply. Because in this 1,000 year reign, is going to be subjection going on, right? The crops of slavery, the rebuilding of the kingdom is going to take place. In all kingdoms, when a kingdom falls, it's always uh, men will go and get the spoils, and usually in war, the women and the children are the spoil, right? And women will be the spoil on this side, and is going to be the elite that hid themselves, right? Because the Lord is going to have the first crop of slavery, and it's not going to be. It's going to be the top. and whoever is remaining on the earth that is not considered an Israelite, right? So let's just get to this side precept, if I may, which is Psalms 149, verse 5 to 9, right? So this is what it says is in the KJV. It said, "Let the saints be joyful in glory. Let them sing aloud upon their beds. Let the high praises of the Most High be in their mouth, and a two-edged sword in their hands, to execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishment upon the people, to bid their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron, to execute upon them the judgment written this hour. Have all his saints praise ye the Lord," right? Because they're going to get broken down into slavery, right? Going back to Revelation, the 13th chapter, right? Going to verse 10, right? What it says. It says, "He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity, and he that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword." And here's the patience of the saint. The saints right now is being patient for this prophecy to be fulfilled because we're going to be changed. Let alone the ones that were called to be fishers of men, they're going to turn into hunters, right? And those hunters is going to have power, right? Like Apostle Gabar and Elder Tahar and many more men and under that banner always bring it forth and say the men of the Lord is going to be like many most highs, right? This is something to think about. This is something to praise Yahweh Shem Shai for. This is something that you want to continue to seek Yahweh Shem Shai. You don't want to seek Yahweh Shem Shai on a greedy, on a vain notion, or to be, oh, I want to be the top dog. The Lord don't give a damn about that. He placed people in the order that they in, but it still comes with you still have to be humble, militant in heart, right? But these things is going to take place where just like the video I did earlier, if you was watching on the 716 channel, is going to be a huge trading places. Limitation, chapter 4, and I'm going to read verse 20 and 21 in the NLT. This is what it says. No, 21 and 22. Okay, 21, 22. It says, "Are you rejoicing in the land of Uz, O people of Edom? But you too must drink from the cup of the Lord's wrath. You too will be trapped naked in their drunkenness. O beautiful Jerusalem, your punishment will end. You will soon return from exile, but Edom, your punishment is just beginning. Soon your many sins will be exposed." Right? Starting with the nation of Idumea, they're going to get it worse than all nations, right? Because the worst that they have done to us, the Lord even says in Revelations, the 18th chapter, the 6th verse, give her double, right? Now, America is getting double, right, for the Sodom in Egypt, what they placed in this place. But the higher ups in the physical aspect, they're going to get double after Babylon gets double. Because even though you're where the place is getting touched, that same double is going to happen to the physical people that was ruling this place, that was putting all abominations against Yahweh Shema Shai on the children of Israel, right? Because they're at the saints, and then they thought about these scriptures, Judith the 5th chapter, and they could tell that we're erring against Yahweh Shema Shai. This is why they're so strong. The Lord is allowing them to be strong, right? So again, Revelation chapter 20, verse 4 and 5 is talking about after Babylon is destroyed and Yahawashi is going to establish his reign starting with the 12 on down, right? That did not happen yet, right? Just like verse 7 in Revelations 20, that is talking about after when Rome fell, and literally it was the children of Israel that started to get in high positions in Rome, right? But Esau started to flee into the mountains, the Caucasus Mountains. That's how they came up with that dumb name, Caucasian, right? But you have to go into history and understand that even the scriptures, that's how it is a mystery, because they're put not in the right perspective. But as a teacher, you'll be able to put it in the order that it's supposed to be, so that this 1,000 year with Yahushua did not happen yet. And after 1,000 years, everybody say it's the Millennium Kingdom. No, 1,000 years is established for the servitude, the persecution, starting with Esau and the other nations. After that 1,000 years, All the other nations is going to go to their possession that was given to them of old, right? And Esau is going to be erased after his 1,000 years. And this is a literal of 1,000 years. But Lord willing, this was edifying and motivating to you. Press towards the mark to actually be worthy to be beamed up, to actually be a part of that 1,000 year reign of seeing the servitude of the nations, and then so on and so on to get established after it. With that, I'm going to say Shalom, Yahweh speed.